everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I was going to give you an update on how Dash is doing. After Saturday, we gave him the weekend off, Sunday, Monday, and I just got him out after giving him some pain medication, the Butte, and obviously you can see he is feeling a lot better. Still a little tender, just a tiny bit on that front right foot. These are some of the videos that I actually sent to my trainer so that she could also get a good look at him and tell me what she thought as well. It's very slight, but it's obviously better. I was very happy to see him like this because that day after I got off from riding, I actually took him into this round pen and trot him again to see, and it was definitely obvious that he was having problems. Each new clip is a new clip of him on a different day. So I did this every other day. I came out that week and just checked him out just to make sure that he was all good, and he's getting better and better, a little more jumpy. He is so shiny. I love it. And I wasn't too worried. I was especially less worried when he came running down the hill like this. I was like, well, you must be feeling better. I wasn't even worried the day that he came out and I rode him either because he was running around. The only time I would notice it was during the trot. As you can see, it's even better on this day. Just less and less issue. And I don't play around with this whole leg thing, lame thing, and one thing that I have actually seen is this comic where they were talking about how, well, if you look at a horse long enough, you can pretty much say that any leg is lame, and I have never heard of something so true. Now, his back legs are kind of funky because he's got those places where he actually ripped and tore muscles and they grew back stronger, but yeah, I know looking at him I'm like, okay, it was the right front, and then I'm like, was it the left front? And I thought it was the right front. Was it the left back? But yeah, he was doing so much better and I was very happy with it. He's such a good boy. And you know, I would be much more concerned if I was sitting here walking him around like this and was seeing some more obvious signs that he was having issues with lameness. So when I thought he was good enough, I decided I was going to single lunge him and just start getting him working again with strengthening up and just working out the legs and just watching and making sure that I wasn't wrong. And there were a couple times where I was like, am I crazy or is he? And I'd always realize, okay, I'm just overthinking it, overlooking the fact that either he was walking kind of slow or that I looked over and saw all the other horses walking around and they were walking the same way. It's just very much being paranoid. So we would trot both ways, 3 minutes in each direction. We did each direction twice, and then in between changing directions, we would walk for a minute. And he did really good, no issues whatsoever. So I was really excited about that, and then we just let him walk down for the last 5 minutes or until he caught his breath. So seeing the progress, I was a little more like, okay, what if it was just because I was on top of him riding? So I gave it a couple more days, and I decided I was going to lunge him for a good bit, have him actually lunge for more than just, you know, a minute or whatnot. And then I would get on him and see if that made a difference. And if you notice, when I started him out lunging, I started on what was the bad direction, because every time I would go in a right circle, because it was the right front foot that was lame, it was more obvious than going this direction, which is the left circle. And ultimately, I'm thinking that this had everything to do with the fact that he had gone probably almost twice as long as he was supposed to before getting his feet done, due to being in contact with the farrier and the farrier not responding, which ultimately led to me finding a new farrier who actually has a horse at the barn and will be there pretty much daily.
Whoa.
So then I decided to jump on bareback, just in a halter, and just see how he did. So I wanted to start out in the bad direction just to see, because if he started trotting funky and like he was sore, I was going to jump off, and this was the best way to tell. So we started out and he's doing good. He has a very low headset. Once he gets comfortable kind of going at a certain speed, he likes to kind of like lower his head, which is not a bad thing. You see me flailing out my arm. I'm trying really hard to balance. I have gotten a lot better at bareback riding, but I didn't bareback ride for a really long time. Man, he has got the best stop ever. It is amazing. So I was satisfied with how he was going in that direction, so I decided to trot him in the other direction just to see. Yeah, I dropped my sunglasses. They fell off. They were on top of my head instead of over my eyes. I forgot that they were on my hat. And when I was trying to walk in between that step stool, I almost dropped them. And I almost fell off at the same time. It was great. Again, one of those really nice stops. I love it. So after that, I was pretty satisfied that he was all good, and I didn't really want to run him anymore, so I just decided, let's go ahead and walk him down for a little bit and be done. I let him have a little bit of a break first. And this video is what I sent to my trainer also, just to see what she thought. And she said the same thing, as I had come to the conclusion that he was fine and we could get back to doing our thing. And of course, as soon as he's back to being able to ride and all that, we have an entire week of storms and rain. And yeah, so I'm hoping that this next week I'll be able to. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the update on Dash, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!